All right, welcome to the free training, guys. Now, before I jump right into the training, I do want to go over some frequently asked questions that I get a lot about selling digital products online. So, my first question is, can you do this facelessly? All right, so yes, you can do faceless digital marketing or selling your digital products facelessly. I do it all the time. I sell digital products without showing my face. All right, my next question that I get most often: do you need thousands of followers or a large audience in order to make money selling digital products online? No, you don't need tons of followers to do this. I started with less than 200 followers and made my first sale within a week as a complete beginner. All right. So can you do this part-time? Yes, you can do this part-time if you have a full-time job and just want to earn some extra income. You can do this. All you need to do is maybe set aside 1 to 2 hours a day to get everything set up and start making money. All right. And do you need to be tech savvy to do this? No, you don't need any tech skills or digital marketing skills to do this. You can literally start as a complete beginner. I worked in life insurance before turning digital marketing into my full-time job. So yes, you can do this without any technical skills, okay? You can even do this from your phone. You don't need a laptop to do this. You can use your phone to do this. And like I said, if you just set aside at least 1 or 2 hours a day, you can learn everything you need to learn and start making money selling digital products online. All right, now that we get that out of the way, we can go ahead and jump into the free training. So today we'll be discussing how to sell digital products, how to make $1,000 plus a month as a complete beginner, selling digital products without showing your face. All right, so you want to go ahead and grab a pen and paper, a coffee, sit back, relax. I'm definitely going to be giving you the sauce and basically giving you the blueprint on how to start selling digital products so you can start making money online. All right, so let's get started. All right, so this is just some proof that I wanted to provide to you guys and show you that you can actually make thousands of dollars selling digital products online. Okay, so as you can see, in March of 2025 of this year, I made $23,000 selling digital products. And this month that we're in right now, we're actually in June. At the time I am recording this, and I made so far $17,000, guys. And the month isn't even over yet. So this is just to show some proof that digital marketing really can change your life if you stick to it and follow these steps that I'm actually going to show you. You can definitely make a lot of money, and it can actually change your life for the better. I definitely feel blessed to be able to jump into digital marketing. You know, this is something I've always wanted to do, and I definitely appreciate that I was able to get into digital marketing. All right, so I just wanted to show you some testimonials of other people doing the exact same thing, the exact strategy that I'm using right now to make money online. These people are selling digital products on their social media sites, making thousands of dollars. Right, as you can see, Jennifer, she made 54,000 in sales with digital products. You can see that Juan made 23 sales in 3 weeks selling digital products, and Mary, she made 10K in sales selling digital products. So if all of us can do it, you definitely can do it. I'm going to show you the exact steps on how to get started. So these are just some testimonials I wanted to show you guys that people are out here making money selling digital products online. All right, so a little bit about myself, my backstory. So this was me, right? Like everyone else, I was working from home as a life insurance agent every day, working 9 to 5, 40 hours plus per week, working weekends, holidays, and still barely making ends meet, while not being able to spend time with my family or even take a vacation when I wanted to. So I know a lot of people can relate to this because I was stuck in a 9 to 5 that I really didn't like. I really hated the job. Like I would wanted to quit so many times, but I just didn't know a way out until I started in digital marketing. Okay. All right. So after starting digital marketing, this is me now. I'm making over $10,000 per month. I'm able to work from anywhere in the world. I'm able to spend more time with my family, and I'm actually earning more money than I've ever made working any 9 to 5 job. All right. So this is not to brag or anything like that. This is just to let you know that it is possible to make money selling digital products online, even as a complete beginner. And like I said, I started this about a year and a half ago. So I'm kind of new to this still, but I am making good money. I was able to quit my job and now I'm happy, being able to spend time with my family, do the things that I've always wanted to do. I don't have to listen to a boss, somebody telling me what to do, when to do it, things like that. Like digital marketing, digital products has really changed the game for me. And I really want to give you this information so that it can help you out as well. All right, so let's get started learning how to sell digital products. All right, so if this is your current situation, right? So you see the guy, right? The little smiley face. Well, he's not smiling. He's actually look like he's about to cry. So if this is your current situation, right? So you want to earn extra money. You don't want to show your face. You're not sure how to even make money online, but you want to learn. You're not tech savvy. You want to better your future and ultimately replace your full time income. All right. So your desired outcome, right? So the guy with the winky eye. So this is what we really want right here, right? So you want to make anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 a month. You want to create an income that'll leave you feeling more financially comfortable each month. You want an income that allows you to work wherever you want and be able to spend more time doing the things that you want with your family. So this is the ultimate goal. The desired outcome right here of this training and starting digital products, digital marketing online. All right, so I do this through proven strategies that allow absolutely anyone to make money online. I mean, anywhere from $1,000 to all the way to $10,000 per month within 90 days, okay? By following simple steps that I genuinely believe anyone can follow. Thousands of people are already doing this, including myself. As you can see, I'm just a regular person, just like you are. All right, so there's no luck in this, no trying to figure out what works, spending hours trying to think of ways to create products, how to create products, or how to create content, what to post, and how to go viral. I've already done that for you and left you with the exact steps and strategies that work and has gained me over 100K in sales online using this proven strategy I'm about to show you. All right, so here's what you're going to learn today in this free training, okay? So we're going to be talking about what are digital products, the process to make money online, how anyone can make money online, how to do this without even showing your face, how to go viral, how much money you can make, and how to join DWA, Digital Wealth Academy's live training one-on-one coaching program. All right, so what are digital products? A digital product is a downloadable or online item you can sell or use. So, for example, Canva templates, PDFs, guides, ebooks, digital planners, video courses. All right. A digital product is something you can create and sell online that people can download or use on their phone or computer. Nothing is physically shipped. All right, so what makes digital products so good to sell, and why is selling them better than any other side hustle or online business? All right, so for one, you create it once and you can sell it forever. You can sell it over and over again. All right, you can create it for free using Canva. It has high profit margins and can be done from your phone, and you don't have to show your face. All right. So, a lot of people don't like showing their face, and that is the one thing that people really like about selling digital products. You don't have to show your face. And, like I said, I am a faceless brand or account or whatever you want to call me. I am faceless. I don't show my face. So, this is what you can do with digital products. All right, so here are some example products that you can create with the most popular niches here. So the first one we have is fitness and health niche. You can make a lot of money selling fitness and health courses, guides, trackers, things like that. The next one we have is parenting and childcare. So you can do a baby milestone tracker, kids exploration journal, parenting with special needs ebook, something like that. right? And we have the financial and make money niche. So here you can make a how to save 10K in 180 days guide. You can do a how to start an online business, or you can do how to budget with low income. So you can create a guide, some type of guide or tracker or something like that with these financial make money niche. And then we have the travel niche. So you can do travel itineraries, guides to do in specific locations. So, for example, a guide on how on what to do in Italy, Cancun, Greece, something like that. Okay, you can even do a travel checklist. All right, so these are just some examples that you can create as your digital product inside of Canva. All right, so how can anyone make money doing this? So, as you can see, this is the steps, the formula to making money online. So, the first thing you want to do is create your digital product. So, that can be anything that I mentioned in the previous slide, any one of those, like an ebook, a tracker, PDF, anything like that. As long as it's a digital product, you can create it inside of Canva. Boom. There you go. You have your digital product. The next thing you want to do is go over to social media. All right. So you can get traffic, right, to your digital product. So you want to go ahead and promote it on social media, right? And once you have your audience, your customers, they'll go to your store, which will be linked in your bio, right? So your link to your store is in your bio. They'll go ahead and make a purchase and you'll get a sale. And all you have to do is rinse and repeat. So this is basically what the steps will look like once you get started. First, before we create a product, plan videos, or anything like that, we need to establish who you are and who you want to help. Okay. Because ultimately, you're not selling a product, you're selling a transformation for your customer or solving a problem. So, your niche is the center of your business or side hustle. So, for example, people like Martha Stewart, her niche is home and cooking. Or Dwayne The Rock, his niche is fitness. And these are just some examples of niches, all right? So let's figure out what could be a good niche for your digital product business. And by the way, you don't have to do this right now, but you do want to think about what your niche will be specifically so that you can have the right target audience. All right, so these are the most popular niches. So we have the health and fitness niche, lifestyle niche, and travel niche. Now that we know what the most popular are, you need to go ahead and sub niche so that you can be specific and find the right target audience. All right, and here are some examples of sub niches in each of those categories that you can make digital products about, right? So we have that health and wellness, we have the lifestyle, and we have the travel. So you can pick any of these. If you're not sure what to do, you can definitely check out these sub niches to go ahead and think about creating a digital product based around any of these. All right, so this is how you're going to pick your niche. It's really easy, really simple. So it's knowledge, skills, experience, passion. That is your niche, okay? So you don't even have to have all four of these. You can just pick one. So if you're knowledgeable in, let's say, you like to cook, you have knowledge on how to cook cakes and cookies and things like that, you can create an ebook based around what you're knowledgeable in. So you don't have to do all four. You can just pick something specific that interests you, something that you know about and you're passionate about, okay? And that is how you pick your niche. How do I brand my niche? It's simple. It's skills, your experience, your knowledge. So, for example, you are in the fitness and health niche. How would you brand that? You would take inspiration from others, tell your personal story, and transitions. All right, so going back to inspiration from others in the fitness niche. So you haven't sub niche yet, but how can you get inspiration from others? All right, so the first thing you can do is try market research. So, how do they brand? why do people follow them? So, for example, if you're looking at people like Joe Wicks in the fitness and health industry, how do they brand? How do they come across? What are the customers struggling with? Go in their comment section and find out what people in that niche want information on or need help with. Okay, you can literally market research and get inspiration from other creators. Right, and now we have the personal story. So, for example, if you lost weight or if you have a meal plan that can help someone lose 50 pounds in X amount of months or days, you can tell your personal story for your branding. And then we have transitions. So, how have you helped someone else in their life with your digital product transition? Okay. You can share it with your audience so they can relate and see that your product really works. Now, if you haven't had any transitions or helped anyone yet, you want to share how you can help them transform their life and explain how it can benefit them with their problem, basically showing them your digital product is the solution to their problem. Here is something to consider and remember: the framework. Change your mindset. What if it doesn't work? What if it does? A plan without goals is like trying to charge your phone without a plug in it. You wait, but nothing happens. If you're not making any sales, you need more people to sell it to. If you need more people to sell to, then you need more leads. Who to sell to. All right, so you definitely need to find out who your audience is in order to sell your digital product. So you want to find out their demographics, their interests, their lifestyle, their buying habits. You want to relate to them. You definitely need to do that in order to sell a product, because if you don't relate to them, they're just going to swipe away from your video. Okay. So you definitely want to connect with your audience. And lastly, you definitely want to be different. Okay. So in order to have an audience, you got to be different. You got to make your product different from others. You want to have different features, different communications. Okay. All of that will help you find your audience, the people that are wanting to buy your product and relate to you. So, find out what problems your audience is having. Once you've figured out what problems your audience is having, then you can go all in on your content and provide free value. And again, you're not selling your product, you're selling the solution, right? So, you're not just selling a digital product, you're selling a solution. All right. So once you provide that free value, then you can send them to your paid product. And here are some audience problems that you could potentially create digital products based around. So for the lifestyle niche, people may be feeling overwhelmed or unorganized, lack of daily routine or structure. You may have people struggling to find balance in life. So you can create a digital products based around those specific topics, right? Same thing with travel. So people may need help traveling on a tight budget, or they may be struggling to plan trips, or they need help knowing hidden places and local spots to check out. You can create digital products, ebooks, guides, any itineraries, anything based around those specific problems that people are facing in the travel niche. All right. And then we have the health and fitness niche. So, no time to work out. I'm not seeing results, struggling to stay motivated. You can create digital products based around those problems in that health and fitness niche. All right. So, let's say someone has a problem, right? So, here's their problem. Maybe they want to gain muscle, or they want to lose weight, or they want to eat healthier. Your digital product is the solution, right? So you can go ahead and create a guide or an ebook on ways to gain muscle, or you can, create something that allows a person to get abs in 30 days, right? You can create a lose belly fat in 30 days ebook. You can create a eat healthier meal plan to lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks guide or ebook or course, or uh, health trackers, eating trackers, planners, journals, anything like that. Long as it is solving a problem, then your digital product is going to be needed by your audience. So, how are you going to create your digital product? It's simple. You're just going to use Canva. It's free to use. All you have to do is go to the website and create a free account, search for what your digital product is, and go ahead and create your product inside of Canva. Now, if you're not familiar with Canva, or you don't know how to design, or you don't know how to use it, I actually offer a course that teaches you everything about Canva and ChatGPT, how to use it, the prompts to use in ChatGPT in order to create your digital products. So if you're interested, I'll go ahead and link that in the description or below this video if you want to, learn how to create profitable digital products inside of Canva using ChatGPT. But yes, you'll be using Canva to create your digital product. All right, now once you've created your digital product inside of Canva, where are you going to sell it? All you have to do is create a store. So you have several options. You can choose a paid option or a free option. Beacons is free, and Stand Store, you do have to pay for that. But you have to go ahead and choose one of these. There's other options as well. They have Gumroad and other platforms that you can sell your digital product on, but these are like the main two. And like I said, Beacons is free. Stand Store, you get like I think a 7-day or 14-day trial, then you have to pay. So it's totally up to you where you want to sell your digital product. Now, once you've created the product and uploaded it to your store, you're ready to go. And now you're ready to make sales, which is the best part. And just a quick reminder, you're not selling a product, you're solving someone's problem. So this is the funnel, right? So you have content, relationship, sales, results. So this is just the funnel that you're going to keep repeating over and over again in order to get sales. So starting off with content. So without content, nothing happens, all right? So content is the lead generation powerhouse of your digital product business. Views, likes, and comments are your best friend. If you have a lot of content, that is great and that can turn into cash, right? And if you don't have a lot of content, don't worry, you will soon. All right, so relationships. So relationships are the heart of your business. Remember, people are behind the screens. Imagine your online business as a flower shop. As each customer enters, you'd greet them, maybe suggest a bouquet and brighten their day. But on Instagram or TikTok, new followers come by and we often skip the welcome, like they're browsing flowers without that friendly introduction. Now, that doesn't mean you go into their inbox soon as they follow you and suggest that they purchase your digital product, but you could send a friendly welcome message to your new follower, letting them know that you're excited and happy that they followed you. All right, down to sales. You always hear, I'm not good at sales. People are always saying they're not good at sales, but you really are. You just haven't listened to the lead and given them an option to solve their problem yet. You're not selling a product or a program, you're selling a desired outcome and the transformation. To make money online, you need to make more sales. To make more sales, you need more offers. To make more offers, you need more people. Leads plus offers equals sales. If you say, I have a sales problem or can't make sales, you need to specify what you mean. Or, I don't want to share my face online. How can I do this facelessly? How many offers do you have? Do you have one? Do you have five? And when I ask, how many offers do you have? This is how many digital products that you might offer. How many leads have you got? So, for example, followers, views, etc., things like that. This is something that you need to take note of if you're having a sales issue, if you're having problems making sales. And how many sales have you made? This is massively dependent on the two above questions just mentioned. So that is sales in whole. So this is the end result, right? So the results, how to get them, what makes a good product? This is something you want to think about when you're creating your digital product, right? So you want to think about the results, the value that it brings them, the speed of the service or product, all right, and the support. Providing support is a big part of digital products. People enjoy when they have support, especially if it's something that they're learning or they know nothing about and they have questions, more questions. Providing support is very helpful for the audience or your customer. And when you make a good product, in turn, most people will purchase from you again if you have something that they really like. Like if you sell them something and you provide good customer support and gave them value, they'll definitely purchase from you again. Now, getting back to the content, right? So, if you're struggling with the content and you don't know exactly what to post, how to post, when to post, what type of content you should be putting out, then Digital Wealth Academy will definitely help you in the long run, help you to go viral, actually. So, they do have the $1 million viral content strategy that you can use that I've used and implemented myself to actually, get views and actually get sales from this strategy. They also have the Instagram strategy as well. So they have a seven figure content strategy that you can use, and they also have the TikTok strategies here. So and it shows you how to post your first TikTok, how to get views, everything like that. And like I said, this is all inside of Digital Wealth Academy. Now, if you feel like you're going to be struggling to get sales or you just feel like you're not confident enough, inside of Digital Wealth Academy, they have multiple modules on how to, get sales and how to, sell your product. Okay. So they have the attraction marketing module, they have the ultimate branding guide, and they have the building trust with your audience guide. See, all of these can help you along the way to, um, get your audience attracted to you and your digital product. And this is how I learned pretty much everything that I'm discussing with you right now in this free training. Like I use Digital Wealth Academy to get where I'm at right now. So if you feel like you're going to be struggling with those sales, I would definitely suggest you take a look into Digital Wealth Academy. Now, for the faceless content and the faceless marketing, they even have modules on that. And this is where I learned to go faceless, selling my digital products. So they have the faceless marketing module here. They have everything you need, how to target your audience, how to niche down, how to market research, how to brand with a faceless account. So everything that you need to know about faceless marketing will be taught to you inside of Digital Wealth Academy. All right, now on to the second part of this free training. So, how to go viral and what does it take to go viral? All right, so there are three types of content. So, there's inspirational content, that is content about your journey and what it is you do. Then we have transformational content, content about how you've changed or hit a target or potentially the journey that you're on right now. And then we have the main content, which is educational content. And this is helping your viewers or show proof your product is valuable. Educational content is what I mainly use when I share my social on my social media. This is what got me the most views, likes, and comments. So educational content is mainly what I focus on when I'm on social media promoting my digital products. And how do I actually get someone to watch my videos? It's simple. You need a good hook. All right, so here's an example of a hook. If you're in the fitness niche or the health niche, this is a hook that you could possibly use. All right, so here's how you can drop 15 pounds before summer without crazy workouts. So that would be your hook. Using the word you're hooking in your audience. Even if it doesn't apply to them, you're saying you, meaning anyone will stop scrolling and watch. All right, so more views equals more leads and more money. All right, so here are some more hooks that you could potentially use for your content. So for inspirational content hooks, All right, so I started blank 5 days ago, and here's how it's going. Here's what I found about blank, so you don't have to. I tried blank for 10 days, and here's what happened. All right, so for the transformational content hooks, here are some examples. So this is how I've done blank in 10 days. So you can say this is how I've done, or this is how I've lost weight in 10 days, something like that. Or you can do how I went from A to B. So for example, why I started doing blank and how it's helped me. All right, and so for educational content hooks, here are some examples. All right, so here's 5 secrets to lose weight in 10 days, 5 things you need to know about going viral before posting. If you want to start making digital products with no experience, this is for you. So these are all hooks that you can use for your content to grab your audience's attention and potentially get views and more likes and comments. All right, if you get stuck with your content, try this. So switch up your content style if you've been doing the same content weekly. All right, so it's time to switch it up. Film yourself randomly doing anything and everything, making a coffee, record it, walking down the street, record it, on the beach, record it. Record as much as possible for B-roll content, and this is how you'll make your faceless content as well. So you won't be showing your face, you'll just have words on a screen. Now, if you're doing educational content, obviously you're going to have to show your digital product and show how it works, but you're not showing your face on that either. So you want to make as much content as possible. For B-roll content, you're just going to be recording your basically everyday life, just things that you do randomly around your home, around your city, at the store, you know, just make some B-roll content. Your content doesn't have to be perfect. It does need to be relatable, transformational, or valuable to your audience. If you don't want to create content, don't worry, you can get videos from content banks that are copyright free. Some free places to get videos for your B-roll content is pixels.com or pixelbay.com. These places will provide you with free B-roll video and it's copyright free so you can use it in your content on your social media. So to sum everything up, so inspirational, this is how you show people what is possible for them by following you. Educational, teach someone something new so they can save it and come back for more. And transformational, tell your rags to riches story, show people how you can help them too. And this pretty much sums up the type of content that you would be making on your social media. So you want to go ahead and implement all this information that I just shared with you in order for you to get views and more likes and comments and potentially go viral on your social media, which will in turn make you more money and get more people to your website to purchase your digital product. All right, and here is some advice to grow your audience. This is exactly what I did when I first started out. So you want to make sure you're posting 3 times a day on Instagram and TikTok. Posting one time does not cut it when you first start out. You need to be posting at least 2 to 3 times a day on all your social media accounts. All right. Now, if you end up getting a post that goes viral, you want to repurpose that video. Okay. So go ahead and remake that video and it'll probably go viral again. Okay. So you don't want to just copy it verbatim, just switch it up just a little bit and then go ahead and repost that and repurpose that same video. And this is how you're going to, grow your account and potentially go viral with your social media accounts. All right, and that is how I hit my first 10K in 3 months and reached over 9 million in 12 months using that same exact strategy that I just showed you, using that same content, that educational content, inspirational content, posting 3 times a day on all of my social media platforms. That is exactly how I did it using those hooks, and using hashtags, things like that. You don't need to use a lot of hashtags either. You maybe need to use 2 or 3, and you have to make sure This is specifically for TikTok. You want to make sure that you're using keywords in your post or on the screen, right? You want to be using keywords. So, say for example, you're posting about Canva, you want to make sure you have the words Canva inside of your video, like the words on the screen, the words in the description, and also as a tag, okay? You want to make sure you have hashtag Canva, okay, in that description. So that is going to help you get those views and get those likes and get people over to your website to make purchases. You make sure you want to put that call to action as well on each of your videos. So, for example, in the video, you can say, click the link in my bio or comment digital, things like that. You want to make sure you have a call to action as well. So this is the exact strategy that I use. And if you implement this, I'm telling you, you will get views, you will get likes, and you will potentially get your first sale if you do this consistently. All right. All right, so you definitely want to train the audience to engage and comment on your post. This, however, doesn't replace you from working. It does help, though, to have them engage and comment, and this will help the algorithm, push your video out there. So you want to make sure you having them, engage and comment on your post. You always want to use a keyword in your post, like I mentioned. Having them comment digital. That'll get them to engage and comment below, so the algorithm can push out your videos. All right, so this is how you're going to build a free product funnel where you'll collect people emails, and then you can potentially build an email list. This is the best way to actually grow your audience, because your email list is your email list. No one can take that from you. So building a email list is the best way to go. So the first thing you would do is create that landing page. Then you maybe want to do an intro video, and then you want to do a call to action or a lead magnet. Then you'll collect that email, and then you'll have a conversation. And potentially your product funnel could just be a freebie, right? So you could offer a free guide, a free template, a free checklist. And, before they get that item that you're giving for free, they're going to give you their email. And that is how you're going to build your email list out. Selling in DMs when you get a message. All right, so these are potential messages, right? That you can message someone on Instagram about, right? So if you get a follower, you could potentially say on step one, the opener, right? So you can say, "Hi, my name is Kiki. Thanks for following. I'm curious, what do you do in this social media world?" So you can say something like that. You don't want to say this like verbatim. You want to kind of make it more personable. So, once they respond to your first initial email or message, you can go on to step two, and you can say something like, "Wow, that sounds really interesting. How did you get started with XYZ," or whatever they said that they're into, right? So you just follow these steps here, three, four, five, and go ahead on that offer down at the bottom here. So step five, once you went through steps one through four, you can go ahead and offer, basically send them your offer, your pitch, right? So if you have a low ticket offer, you can say something like, "Gotcha, well, I have a course that teaches you how to turn your content into sales as simple as possible. Would you like to check it out?" So you can just do something like that. If someone speaks to you in your inbox, or you want to be the first to jump in the inbox, you want to kind of discover what they're into, but you don't just want to come off and say, "Hey, I have this product, you should check it out, click the link in my bio." You want to build um a relationship with your customer first, or your potential customer, okay? So you just don't want to get in their inbox and just start offering anything. They're literally going to block you, because, yeah, I would definitely block you if someone just came in my inbox telling me to buy something I know nothing about. You didn't introduce yourself. You didn't do anything. So these are the steps that you would take to actually get a potential sale if you want to go the route of messaging people. Me personally, um, I don't message people. I let them message me, especially on TikTok. It is very annoying sometimes. So if you do this, it is better to try this on Instagram. So I would suggest trying this on Instagram, not on TikTok so much. If you don't have clients yet, you need to find out the customer's problems. All right. So if you haven't done your research and you haven't found the problems that the customers are having, then you are not going to have any clients. So you need to go back and do your research to find out the problem so that you can solve the customer's problem. All right. Now, once you have that solution, you can tell them you have something that solves their problem. All right. So this is your main goal, is to go ahead and find out what your customer problem is and find a solution or create that solution. And then they will buy your digital product. This is exactly how I made $10,000 in 90 days with this exact strategy. Everything that I went over is what I did when I first started out, selling digital products. I was brand new, didn't know anything about it, but I went ahead and followed those steps that I learned inside of Digital Wealth Academy. All right, so I started off selling my first digital product for about $27. Um, I went ahead and scaled that. I created more offers, more digital products in order to scale on that as well. And that really helped me along with the organic traffic. Okay, the organic traffic from social media is what really got everything going. Once I got that momentum on social media, the algorithm started pushing me out, posting 3 times a day, using those hooks and hashtags and everything I discussed. This all helped me, get to my goal and made that $10,000 in my first 90 days. So you definitely want to, use these strategies that I'm showing you right now. All right. Make sure your sales funnel is clear. Make sure you know where your leads and sales are coming from. All right. So without a funnel, you won't get leads or sales, or it'll be harder to make money without it. And just a reminder, to make money, you need more sales. To make more sales, you need more offers. All right. To make more offers, you need to have more conversations, right? All right. So here's a recap of what you need to do to sell your digital products. Everything we just went over, right? So, generating leads, you need to create content, find viral content ideas, create and edit it in the Instagram app or the TikTok app, write captions and post, right? You want to pitch your offers, daily DMs, 50 DMs a day, and this is on Instagram, right? And then to make sales, you need a low ticket offer, a medium ticket offer, and a high ticket offer, right? And then transform, fulfill your promise to your clients, give them what they pay for, give them support. So this is what you need to be doing, right? So this is a recap of what we went over, and you need to implement this, and you'll definitely see results if you stay consistent, keep going at it, don't give up, guys. That's one thing. It may seem like it's taking forever, or you're putting in all this work and it's not working. That is when you keep going. You want to continue going. Do not give up. I'm telling you this from experience. When it seems like nothing is working, you want to keep going, right? That is when it's the hardest. That is when you feel like it's not working. That is when that breakthrough is going to come through, right? So I'm telling you this because I know this. This is what happened to me, right? So just keep going, you know, do what I said in this free training for you, and it's going to work out for you. You're going to get those leads, you're going to get those sales. There is only 2 ways to scale and make this last long term, right? So you could raise your price, raise the number of your customers, Or you can do the second option, which is the easiest and the simplest. So if you are currently doing one on one coaching or face to face, or have knowledge people will pay for, or people will pay for, you can turn that into a program, and that will save you time and make you more money this way. So you can have something already recorded. You don't have to go do a Zoom call. You already have it there. They can just purchase it, and boom, they'll have that program or that video or whatever it is that you're doing on the side that could potentially be taking up more of your time, where you can just turn it into a program to sell it to multiple people at once, right? All right, so if you're always answering the same questions regarding a problem, same thing, you can make a product, create a guide, create a ebook or PDF, create something to help scale your business, create another product. Is your offer good enough? Does your offer provide the highest amount of benefits and value that people are willing to pay for? Does it demonstrate enough transformation and can benefit them in the long run? These are things you want to think about when you're creating your digital product. So you want to make sure there is enough value. Like, would you pay for this yourself if you were a customer? You want to make sure you're providing the most value and benefits for the money when you're creating your digital product. Make sure you have your customer in mind. In your niche, if you want to grow and get sales, this is important. So, are your customers in need of your digital product? Not just want it, they have to need it, right? Do they have the funds for it? So is it priced too high? Is it priced too low? You need to know, can your audience afford the product that you're trying to sell? Are they easy to sell to? Are they always on social media? Is it a growing niche that you're in or industry? These are all things you need to know. These are important to know in order to grow. All right, so we've made it to the end of the free training. All right, so this is the conclusion. And I hope everything that I gave you today will help you. I know it will help you, especially if you implement what I have, told you and, showed you how to do, because it definitely, those are the things that I did in order to grow and scale my business. Okay. And like I said, if you follow what I showed you, then you'll be able to grow your business and start selling those digital products facelessly, right? Now, if this free course is better than the most paid courses you've been in, like hundreds of people have told me already, imagine what the 50 plus modules inside of Digital Wealth Academy program is like, right? All right, so if you're not sure what Digital Wealth Academy is, DWA is a step by step beginner friendly digital marketing course that teaches you how to launch and grow your online business. It has in depth video instructional modules that show you exactly how to set up your funnels, email marketing, business automations, affiliate marketing, branding, and so much more. If you're starting digital marketing as a complete beginner and are new to the online space, if you're struggling with creating your own products and stuck on how to market them, if you're interested in selling digital products you didn't even have to create, then DWA is the course for you. All right, so inside of Digital Wealth Academy, you'll discover over 49 plus modules on all things digital marketing. We have a growing community of over 100K plus like minded individuals like yourself. We have weekly live trainings. And when I say weekly, it's more than once. You get at least 2 to 3 live trainings per week from top digital marketers in the industry. All right. So you will also get 7 private label right digital products you can resell and make 100% of the money from those digital products, right? So they're even giving you digital products that you don't even have to create. All you have to do is get out here and start selling. And here are just some more members, what members have to say about the DWA course. All right. And you can take a look at people saying how much they've made and how much it has helped them change their life and change their financial situations. All right. And these are just some of the modules that are inside of Digital Wealth Academy. Things that you'll learn. You'll learn the digital, they have the digital product crash course. You'll get the affiliate marketing, everything about TikTok, everything about Canva. You'll learn how to automate your business. You'll be able to find out about UGC courses if you're interested in that. You'll learn how to create and sell your own digital products step by step. So, Digital Wealth Academy has so much to offer here. And again, here are some of my proof that I did it literally went through this program myself and I have been successful. This is how much I've made like in this month. Like these are just a few examples of what I've made. And as you can see here, we have over 120K members in the digital wealth community. So this is something that a lot of people are in and people are making money with. And this is a great opportunity, especially if you're new to digital marketing and you want to make money faster than normal. You definitely need to jump into Digital Wealth Academy. You're going to learn so much. You're going to get the support that you need. You're going to get that live training. You're going to have one-on-one coaching if you need that as well. And also, I do offer mentorship. So if you were to sign up today with Digital Wealth Academy, I will be your mentor. I will help you out. You can reach out to me whenever you need anything. So Digital Wealth Academy is definitely something you should consider when you're just starting out. And like I mentioned, you'll get that support, you'll get that live training. They have tons of live training, guys. They do a lot of training throughout the week, right? So you'll get constant training, constant help when you need it. All right, so there is a one-time fee to access Digital Wealth Academy, right? So they do offer this program for 497, right? So you don't even have to pay this up front. They actually have it where you can set up a payment plan through Klarna. So to get initial access to it today, if you wanted to get in and start learning and start getting in those trainings, you'll have to pay about $41 to go ahead and be able to get into Digital Wealth Academy today. So if you want to join a community of like-minded people, over 120K people that are making money right now as we speak, like selling digital products, just as I am, just as you want to, then definitely check out Digital Wealth Academy. I'll have the link below so you can get more information on it and potentially sign up. And like I said, if you sign up, you'll be able to get that mentorship from me and I'll help you go along the way. And I'll see you on the other side, guys. And thank you for watching my free training. And you have a blessed day.